Hi, Ken Goodman here. I worked for many years as a design engineer, and I used to have a poster next to my desk that said, "Perfect is the enemy of great." Most of you know what that means, but at the extreme, you might spend a lot of time working on small details of a product, trying to make it perfect before putting it in front of a customer, and you may run out of time and never actually get to release a product. I've seen that happen. But today I want to talk about the opposite extreme. A good poster for that might say something like, adequate is not the finish line. I had a project that went that way several years ago. It was something I did as a one-off electronic control for something here at the house. And we'll go through that project today. So let me show you this pellet heater I bought not long after we finished our house. This is something we use for supplemental heat sometimes in the winter, and it burns wood pellets. It's very low power. In fact, this particular unit runs on 12 volts DC internally, so it can run off of a 12 volt automotive battery. This has come in handy for us a few times. We'll be using the heater, have some kind of little winter storm come through and lose power here in the rural area where we live. We're not exactly at the top of the list for recovering power when something like that happens. But with the battery backup, we've still had heat. We've enjoyed this heater, but there are a few things about it that bugged us. And eventually it got to the point where the heater wouldn't keep burning all through the night because of some little sensor issue. And instead of fixing that, I decided to rip out the original controls and replace them with my own. So that's what I did. I designed this schematic, laid out a circuit board, built a prototype, wrote some rudimentary software, just enough to let me play around with manual control of the feed rate and fan speed. Got it to the point where it would keep burning all night. Then, of course, had all these grand plans. I was going to put it in a nice 3D printed enclosure, put everything back together as original except for my controls. Keep working on the software till I had a few nice features like automatic temperature control, which the original heater did not have, by the way. But it did have, some nice things like automatic startup and automatic shutdown. And it turns out once I got the control to the point where we could use it day to day, it would keep burning all night. So all the basic functionality was there, but none of the niceties. I guess I just didn't have enough of an incentive to keep putting time in it to finish it, to do the nice enclosure and the software enhancements. So 8 years later, here it is. The user interface portion is still hanging from a fastener on the outside of the heater. We're still manually controlling the feed rate and fan speed. When the power goes out, we still have heat. So there you have it. But it sure would be nice to have a few extra features, wouldn't it? So the same sort of thing happens in industry sometimes, and I've certainly been an accessory to that. A lot of the time, we will design and prototype a product, put it out in front of the customer, and get it accepted, goes into production, and then other projects are coming through the pipeline, and you don't have time to fiddle with details and make improvements to something you're already shipping. Sometimes I think I'll do better next time. So hopefully we can all do a little better next time. Take care and good day.